am going to get right to it, get right to work. And as I've kind of been saying in some of my previous videos, if you haven't been keeping up, I'm not doing a whole lot of recording of my work on the roof just because it's kind of tough to do, and I'm not going to go buy a bunch of hardware and gear and strap cameras to my chest. If you like this kind of stuff, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, all that kind of stuff. Of course, it costs you nothing. But yeah, so today I'm going to try to finish all the prep work for the roof. I have all of the foam. I think I have all of the foam up, yep. And most of the furring strips and supports and stuff, but I still have a little bit more work to do on that. Once I'm done with all of that, most of the structural work should hopefully be done. The roof should be mostly dried in, again, except for the giant hole right above me where the polycarbonate is going to go. And then I've got some real thinking to do about the roof. I could just get unpainted roof panels and maybe paint them myself. I could try to find a place around here, a supplier that has painted panels for a reasonable price, but steel has just gotten really expensive. And either way you swing it, it's not gonna be cheap. Steel is quite literally about double the price that it was from just like a couple of years ago, it feels like. So yeah, anyways, that's a future problem. Today I'm just gonna jump on it, and I'll show you guys the progress as I work through it, but let's get started. So this is where we're at right now. The backside is, I would say, done. I still have to finish the ridge on this side. I've got a little bit more to do here just before we transition to the polycarbonate. And I have to cut off all of these long ends here to finish this up. I also have a few long ends on the backside that I need to cut off so that they're all flush and ready for any trim work. Overall, I'd say everything's working out pretty good, but yeah, still a lot to do. You know, a couple of things to note while I'm up here. I still don't like being up here, but after having put all the purlins down and everything, it feels much better. I feel like I have something to grip onto. I feel if I'm slipping, I can grab one of these purlins like a rung on a ladder. And so I definitely feel safer up here now that all of this structure is in place. To get to this point, though, has really felt pretty shady. But we're getting there. We're getting there. Another thing that has been really tough, Mrs. Honeydew has even mentioned it, is that I am about like 6 shades darker than I normally am, just because I've been out here at the farm working a lot, and you know, getting a lot of sun, being out in the wilderness. But also, especially right now in this moment, I have all of this foam with the radiant barrier on it, and man, I feel like I'm drawing a blank. What's the name of the was it Hamilton or something? What was the name of that actor he was popular like almost before my time for having, like, you know, really dark tan, and he'd always have one of those big foil tanning things all the time. But yeah, I am roasting up here, and it's the morning time. If anything else, I guess it's working, just working against me right now. It's all done. Everything is trimmed out, and technically it's all ready for metal roofing. It's ready for the polycarbonate. So, except for one thing, I started putting a drip edge on the ends of the eaves. I kind of hate it. I'm thinking of just leaving them off. Here, let me show you. Hopefully you can see the sun is pretty strong today, so the camera might not pick it up as well, but oh man, this is a terrible angle. Yeah, the sun is just making this impossible right now. What I was trying to say is, this is an agricultural building, and yes, I'm using a lot of residential building techniques on this structure, but I do plan on using a more, you know, barn style look to the finished product. And I am going to use metal roofing. So I'm just questioning if I really need drip edge with metal roofing. I'm gonna put, I already have the subfascia up, and I'm gonna put up a fascia over top of that. I'll put like a 1x6 or something over top of that subfascia. So it's gonna have 2 layers of protection. If in 20 years the subfascia or the fascia gets damaged, I'll replace the 1x6. Like, I don't know. I don't like the way it looks. Yeah, I think I'm gonna nix the, I just don't like the way it's turning out. Less work for me. Maybe I can return those. I already put holes in one of them, but I got a handful of others I might try to return. I don't think they were cheap either. Anyways, I'm rambling. It's just that kind of day. I'm happy though. The roof is done, guys. Well, done. You know what I mean. All of the supports and the furring strips and all the underlayments and all that stuff is done. We're done. Now I gotta go get polycarbonate. I gotta start thinking about the metal roofing. I don't know if I'm gonna use painted or unpainted, where I'm gonna source that stuff. We'll see. I might just get what I can get for a for a color. As long as it's not like a red or a green, I'm not really interested in those, but if I can get something else, then I'll do that. If I can't, I'll paint it. Anyways, as always, you guys be good. I'll see you in the next one. Trying to brighten things up, see if that makes a difference. Okay, so I have the drip edge here. Oh, come on, camera. I have the drip edge here, and